Sorry. All right. So no problem. I know
No worries.
I wrote both scenarios, so I'm going to start again. Okay, ring ring. Hi. Sergio is my old friend. I can't believe I finally saw you again. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm calling you because I got some good news. I discovered, me personally, an awesome new bike path. And the thing is that you and I have been friends for a long time now, and we go biking on occasion. But once you see this bike path, I mean, like, we could probably ride it for like hours and hours and hours and not get tired because it's just such a wonderful open spot. And I was hoping you could join me sometime tomorrow on Saturday for that. Is that something you're willing to do?
Oh, I definitely want to spend some time with you. You know, I really enjoy your company,
Great.
and we are good friends since a lot of time now, and
Hmm.
I always have a nice experience with you. However, I'm afraid I can't do that. However, you know what? There's a very nice movie going on.
Hmm.
Um, have you heard about this blockbuster movie that is out, Avengers?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been, you know what? I haven't even had a chance to go watch that movie yet. Uh,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. For real. That's great. So yeah, what are you thinking? I
I'm thinking that it would be a great chance for us spend some time together in the movies. You know, enjoying the movie,
Mhm.
having a nice time, some popcorns. It's Saturday. Let's eat some calories. Uh,
Yeah, man.
to make it like a cheat meal. Um, did you um, did you watch the trailer of that?
I did watch the trailer. It's look. Well, listen, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I've watched every single movie out there. Sadly, I haven't seen any of the DC movies, but I watched all of them. And for some reason, I told everybody this. I said, when that movie Endgame comes out, I'm gonna watch it 10 times. And it's been like weeks, and I still haven't seen it yet. So I'm very disappointed in myself. But you know, this works out pretty well because you're saying that you want to go watch the movie with me, which is something I really, really want to do. But what time were you thinking of actually doing that?
Around 7, I think.
7 p.m.
Actually, I have a present for you
What?
because I knew that you are going to come over and I wanted to spend some time with you. So, you know what? I bought us tickets for that movie.
Oh man, Satios, you didn't
Oh,
have to do that. You already bought the tickets?
oh yes, man. I was expecting to meet you.
Jeez. Oh man, that's great. Man, I don't know what to say. I'm really touched. I think okay, so hold on. Let me just back up for a second here. You said that we're
Yes,
going to actually go to the movie at when? 7 p.m.?
7 p.m. Yes.
7 p.m. Okay, Satios, you and I have been friends for a long time now. You do you know that I get up at like 3:30 in the morning? That's a little late for me.
Oh,
I mean, like, I go to bed at around 7:30 p.m. At night. I don't know if I can stay up that late. I appreciate your effort, but I those movies are like 3.5 hours long now, and I'm gonna be I got so many things to do. I run like my own business and stuff like that. Is there any possibility of like changing that time? Or did you already buy the tickets? Is that the problem?
I bought the tickets, but perhaps I could ask to the reception, to their ticket office, if we
Hmm.
can alter them and make them earlier.
Okay.
But since it's Friday today,
Yep.
and we are talking about tomorrow, perhaps how about making and altering your schedule, or could you tell me what time would be possible for you?
Um, well, if I go to bed typically at around 7:30 or so, I don't mind being like an hour later. For example, like if I go to bed like at 8:30, at the latest, that's fine. But that means I would like the movie to finish around 8 o'clock. So let's assume it's a 3-hour movie. I would prefer to start the movie around 4 p.m. if possible. And again, like this is really only if you can get the tickets changed to around 4 p.m. So that would work for me, if it's possible to change it. But you did mention something that was really interesting. You said we could, like, hang out, like eat a lot of popcorn and have a cheat meal and stuff like that. I'm totally for that. I do actually have cheat meals once a month or so. The thing is that, like, the reason why they're cheat meals is because I'm trying to stay in shape. And I ride my bike a lot. If I was to have my cheat meal, I would like to actually go on a bike ride first. So we can take the full day off, but I would like to start the morning with a bike ride. So since you have 4 p.m. and we'll be ending at 7 p.m. according to my schedule here, my bike rides usually last no longer than 3 hours. So do you want to go bike riding between, like, I don't know, 9 in the morning to 1? Then we can have a huge rest, and then we can come back at 4 p.m. Like, so from 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. So wait, 1 p.m. Was that something we can do? I'm just saying, because I'm going on a bike ride. I would like it for you to join me.
Yeah, I was thinking mostly like having a relaxed Saturday, and but you know what? Let's explore maybe what possibilities, what options we've got, what it could work for us.
Well,
Like the thing is that I'd like to spend some time with you,
mm-hmm.
and connect, socialize, and yeah.
Do you want to do any exercise today at all? I mean tomorrow at all? Just because, like, like I'm really into fitness and eating properly. And I don't mind eating the popcorn and sitting down for a few hours. But if you want to join me for doing a physical activity, I suggest biking. Did you have something else in mind?
What about walking? Maybe let's
What?
go for a walk around the lake.
Walking. We could, yeah, that okay. Like, I don't mind walking so much. So if we go for a walk, I would prefer to have a little bit more of a challenge than just kind of like walking around the lake. Do you want to go over to the hills and do a hike? Because, like, I can wear a backpack, and we can get a lunch or something like that. I can pack a lunch, and then we can walk up some hills, and that way we can really get our adrenaline pumping. Because, like, walking just around the lake and everything like that is kind of boring for me. You know what I mean? You want to do an actual hike? I'll carry the equipment. I don't care.
Yeah, it seems like you need an extreme activity, like to get your feel pumped.
Well, okay. Well, you know what? I went biking last week with my friend, and he took me to the hills. And he's a weaker biker than I am. And so what happened is that he was going up the hill on a low gear, and I put my bike on a high gear. So it was much harder for me to get up the hill than it was for him. So similarly, we're going for a walk. The hill might be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm saying I'm going to increase the challenge for myself by wearing a heavy backpack. You don't have to carry anything, but I will carry the equipment, the water, and the food. And we can have, like, a healthy lunch, and then we can pig out on, like, all the snacks for the movie when it comes to, like, popcorn, soda, candy, chocolate, all that kind of stuff. And that way, it's more balanced, and it shouldn't be so bad. Does that sound fair? Just for tomorrow?
It depends, man. Because if we can't change the tickets and the time is at 7. Don't you think we are going to be exhausted at night for the movies? So let's say that I can't change the tickets to 4, but I can change them to 6. So how do we supposed to be okay for the movies and don't sleep in the chairs there? Like,
okay.
If we do an exhausted activity, like going up and hiking, which is nice. And I like also extreme activities and doing active things. And I had pretty much a lot of that during the week
Sure.
because I wanted to release my stress, the stress of my day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was thinking whether it could work like doing an extreme activity during the morning and then in the afternoon going to the movies.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have an idea. Are you still down for that walk around the lake?
Yes, it could be good.
Okay. How long would you like to walk around the lake? Like maybe 45 minutes, an hour, half an hour,
Yeah, yeah,
something around
half
there?
an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay. I think I have the perfect solution. How about we meet at the lake for 11 a.m. Okay. And what I will do is that we will meet at 11 a.m. and I will bike to the lake and you can take the car. It doesn't matter, but I will meet you at 11 a.m. I will start my journey at around 9 o'clock in the morning and I will bike all the way to the lake with my backpack. And then whenever we get there, I will meet you there. I will get off my bike and I will lock it up and then we can take a nice walk. And then I'll set up a nice little picnic or something like that, or have some snacks and we can chit chat, or we could just grab and go as we eat, whatever. And then that'll be our that'll be your exercise, and that'll be my exercise. My exercise will be a little bit more quote unquote extreme, just because I'm starting earlier. But yours will not be as extreme because you're more interested in having a more relaxing Saturday instead of sweating your butt off, which I totally understand. And then we can be relaxed, but not necessarily exhausted for the movie whenever it starts at 4 p.m. Hopefully, because we don't know if we can change the tickets yet. Does that sound more reasonable?
So the plan would be actually I'm going there with a car. You're coming with your bike and your backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to walk around the lake together and have some chat and maybe some picnic.
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps you could leave your backpack to my portbagage
Oh, yeah.
of the car.
Yeah.
So
That's nice of you.
how far is the lake from your apartment?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. Like I don't live that far from the lake, but I will take a big route in a different direction just so I can get a lot of exercise. So if it was only 20 minutes away, for example, I would bike in the opposite direction until I circle around and come back. So I'd probably be there, in about 2 or 3 hours, depending on which direction I take. So it's not that far from my home.
Yeah, that sounds good. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we both get something good out of that. If
Mm-hmm.
because this is why I'm good friends with you, Santios, is because we always come to a good conclusion in the end. It works out for everybody. Listen, hey, I am really touched that you bought those tickets. That's really nice of you. I'm just a little bit surprised about the timing. I'm sorry, but if we could get them changed to like a little bit earlier, then we're going to have a huge full day of awesome activities. Not too crazy for you, a little bit crazier for me. And we both do something we really enjoy, which is watching the Avengers. And I hope they win.
Yeah, man, that would be great. A great Saturday.
I
Refreshing, actually. So we
Yeah,
have time together, talk about our news, and enjoy a movie, enjoy the lake and the sunny day. So yeah, I think next thing I have to do is to call them and see if I can change the tickets.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I'll tell you what, if it's a huge issue to change them or anything like that, I'll help you get the tickets out to somebody else who can actually use them, and we can go some other time. But for now, like I just know myself, I'll be way too tired. But I appreciate you making the effort. That's why we're friends.
Yeah, let's see if we can change it, and then we can discuss it further.
Sounds good. All right, that sounds great. Thank you so much for taking my call, Santios. I appreciate it. All right.
You're welcome, man. It's fun.
I was. All right. So that was good. I think I'll stop the recording here if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right, here we go.